All right.
Some hair dye.
Ms. Conway, good morning. This is Judge Middleton. Your lawyer, Mr. Truckee, is with us. He is in the conference room, so he can speak privately with you. This is the time for your pre-exam conference in a charge of resisting and obstructing a police officer. It's alleged that on September 16th, that you did resist or obstruct Deputy Detective Jason Oughton from the Sheriff's Department. You're charged as a fourth habitual offender, which makes that punishable, I think, by up to 15 years imprisonment. Mr. Ross Truckee was appointed to represent you in this matter. Mr. Marvin offers attempted resisting and obstructing with no supplementation, meaning it's a 1-year misdemeanor and a 1 count of retail fraud second.
All right, listen up. This isn't your typical courtroom clip. This is Judge Middleton presiding over a high-stakes case involving Miss Conway, who's staring down the barrel of serious prison time. She's charged with resisting and obstructing a police officer, and as a fourth habitual offender, that could mean up to 15 years behind bars. Represented by attorney Mr. Truckee, Conway's not exactly new to the system. She's got a string of retail fraud convictions and a reputation for turning down plea deals. The mood in the room? Tense. This isn't just legal procedure. It's a last shot at staying out of a long sentence. Every word, every motion matters. Because for Miss Conway, this isn't drama. It's survival.
Restitution on all.
I was at my house.
All right. Well, you've got 3 retail frauds pending: 241842, 241843, and 241847. There's 3 of them in short order. They're set for last pretrial for August 17th. I let you out on a personal recognizance bond because I had to. You'd been in custody for 28 days. There was a plea offer to resolve all of those. You declined the plea offer, and I gave you a PR bond. In fact, I think you declined the plea offer so you could get a PR bond. Anyway, you got out. Now, shortly after you got out, you got rearrested on this resisting and obstructing charge. Bond is $1,000 cash or surety in that case. The matter is set for a pre-exam conference today. There is an offer to plead to a misdemeanor to resolve that case and 1 misdemeanor to resolve all of your other cases. Mr. Truckee, would you like to talk privately with her in a breakout room?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Ms. Conway, I'm going to open a breakout room.
Here's the deal. Conway's legal troubles are piling up fast. She's facing 3 active retail fraud charges, each one serious and now compounded by a fresh arrest for resisting and obstructing a police officer. Despite being released on a personal recognizance bond, she barely made it out before, landing back in cuffs. Her bond is now set at $1,000 cash or surety, but she's struggling to post it. Judge Middleton isn't playing games. He's offering her a way out, plead guilty to a misdemeanor, and wrap up all her pending cases. But Conway? She's digging in her heels, refusing to take the deal. And just like that, this isn't just a case anymore. It's a legal standoff, and Conway's running out of room to maneuver.
And when you see the button that says join, click on that. Can you see it? And Shorty went. I can't exactly tell what it is she allegedly did in the R&O. There's not any.
Well, Ross says you need to see the video. It lasts all of about 30 seconds.
There's no bond information. Well, here it is. Let's take a look.
So I guess I'm going down to Dave's office. We'll all stand around and watch the video.
No trespass.
Is her issue drugs or mental health?
Yes. And yes. Yeah, she wouldn't leave when directed, which I guess could be resisting obstructing, and then she pulled away. It ain't much of a resisted obstruct.
I mean, I was looking at the number of times that they had investigated previously from, I think it was from Walmart
Well, she's
or Myers.
she is struggling. 43 seconds.
Is it?
All right, now it gets raw. The court's got video evidence, just 3 seconds long, but it's damning. It shows Conway refusing to leave when ordered and physically struggling with officers. Judge Middleton breaks it down clearly. It's not some wild brawl, but it is resisting and obstructing, no question. What's worse, this isn't just a legal issue, it's a personal unraveling. Conway's caught in a downward spiral, weighed down by substance abuse, homelessness, and a string of poor decisions. The judge sees it all playing out in real time. This isn't just another case file. He's watching someone collapse under the weight of her life, desperate to escape the mess, but unsure how.
I went to the first game of the season and then I sort of lost track.
I just noticed you mentioned a couple times the graduation dates,
Oh.
and maybe you're just feeling wistful.
No, I remember when he was in school. My wife was teaching there then, and he went to school with my kids.
A little hard for us to remember that far back.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Well, I always heard Plato was a wonderful teacher.
It was Socrates.
It was Aristotle. Plato wasn't a teacher, but Aristotle was apparently one of Alexander the Great's teachers.
Yeah.
All right, we return to Miss Conway, which is the felony file attempt of resisting and obstructing. Had an opportunity to speak with your attorney, Mr. Truckee. Mr. Truckee, what's the situation here?
Mrs. Conway, it appears, is not accepting the offer today and would like to be heard about the possibilities of a PR bond.
All right. I'm going to set this for a prelim for October 8th at 1 o'clock.
The tension is thick in the courtroom. Mr. Truckee steps up, trying to negotiate a more lenient bond for Conway, pointing to her medical issues and claiming she's not getting proper care behind bars. But Judge Middleton isn't budging. He's heard it all before. Conway's past is riddled with broken promises, failed recognizance bonds, repeated violations, and a pattern of disregard for court orders. The judge lays it out cold. With her record and current behavior, she might actually be safer and more stable staying in custody until trial. This isn't just another legal negotiation, it's a make-or-break moment for Conway. Her lawyer is fighting for mercy, but the court is running low on faith. This is no longer just about charges, it's about whether she has any shot at turning her life around before it's too late.
Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 cash or surety. Generally, I don't rule on the bond until the time of the prelim, but Mr. Truckee, what do you want me to know about bond?
Ms. Conway reports to me several medical concerns that she has for herself, that she feels are going untreated while in custody. For that reason, she requests a bond on her own recognizance so she can seek treatment.
Response, Your Honor.
Yes?
Your Honor, I think the court has let her out on her own recognizance previously, and she's failed to comply with terms and conditions and gotten other violations. And
I'm not sure she can hear you. You're leaned back.
Oh,
And you're not
okay.
speaking very loud.
And secondarily, Your Honor, I think that with the substantial substance abuse issues, maybe she's better off continuing to remain in custody.
All right, Ms. Conway, you've got multiple cases pending, and I'm watching you disintegrate before my eyes. I first met you a couple of years ago when you came down here to St. Joseph County, and you are withering away.
Listen up. This isn't just about court dates and charges. Conway is in a battle against herself. Judge Middleton lays it bare, recalling when he first saw her years ago. A different woman, now fading fast under the weight of addiction, homelessness, and legal chaos. With 3 retail fraud cases, a tueur, fresh felony for resisting, and her refusal to take any plea just to taste freedom, Conway is spiraling. The judge doesn't sugarcoat a thing. He tells her straight, "You're disintegrating before my eyes." It's a gut punch, not cruelty, just brutal honesty from someone who sees what's coming if she doesn't pull it together. Her felony stands, her bond holds, and time isn't on her side.
You have 3 retail fraud cases pending. Just a minute. You have 3 retail fraud second degrees, which there was an offer to resolve everything, which you declined so you could get a PR bond. I let you out on a PR bond on September 6th. I said, "Where are you going to go?" And
I got plenty of money to stay at hotel rooms.
say that again.
I have plenty of money to stay at hotel rooms. Where do you think I was at?
I didn't understand anything you said. Maybe you're more a
I have
reflection of
plenty
me.
of money to stay at motel rooms. Where do you think I was at before I went to my grandma Bingham's house?
Yeah, you're homeless and you're not welcome at Miller's Mill Road, and they told you.
Yes, I am, actually. All I got asked to is to leave for a minute and come back.
Anyway, this is a felony charge with multiple supplementation. You're homeless, you're struggling with, well, you aren't now. I have a home for you, a jail, but the bond is only $1,000 cash or surety. Magistrate came to see me and said, "What do I do with it?"
Now things get real gritty. Conway, worn down and cornered, tries to play the system. She pleads guilty, not out of remorse but desperation, hoping to get out now and fight later. But Judge Middleton isn't fooled. He sees the strategy but honors her right to a trial. The courtroom tension is heavy. Conway can't even stand long enough to use a phone due to her medical issues, yet she's caught in this merciless legal grind. There's no script, no safety net, just a woman clinging to slivers of control in a world that's closing in fast. This isn't a drama. It's real life, raw, painful, and unforgiving.
Serve on your motion for a bond until the time of the prelim.
This is illegal. I can't stand long enough to use your telephone. Medically. So you're telling me you're gonna force me to take a plea deal just to get out of jail?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, you can have a trial on this if you'd like.
I want so you're telling me if I plead guilty, you're gonna let me out of jail? Okay, let's plead guilty and I'll take your what do you call that? 30 days. I'll say, hey, guess what? I'm gonna take you back to court. So guess what? I'm gonna plead guilty today and I'm gonna take you back to court in 30 days. How about that?
How about we talk about this next Tuesday at 1 o'clock? I'm not sure that she's competent. See how she's doing after a while. I didn't understand most of what she said.
Like Paul says, he doesn't speak Methanese.
But she's not in a mind right now to enter a plea. So motion for bond reduction is continued.
The final act hits hard. Judge Middleton takes a sobering pause, acknowledging what's becoming painfully clear. Conway may not even be mentally competent to plead. The bombshell, bond and pretrial motions are postponed, and the courtroom shifts from legal theater to human reckoning. Her homelessness isn't just background noise, it's the root of her spiral. Trespassing, resisting, retail fraud, unpaid debts. It's all part of a deeper unraveling. The court doesn't sugarcoat it, she's not doing well, and everyone can see it. This isn't just a case file, it's a human crisis unfolding, raw and exposed under the unforgiving light of the justice system.
Until time of prelim. We'll see how she's doing next week. But She is homeless, which is how she got in this situation. She was where she wasn't supposed to be. They kept trying to get her to leave. She wouldn't leave. It wasn't much of a struggle.
Well, isn't one of her trespasses at her grandma's?
Oh, there's a bunch of trespasses and then
At
the
grandma's
retail
place.
frauds, and she owes money, and yes, she's not doing well. It goes without saying. All right, Ross, we're down to 2 cases.
I'm gonna go talk to Dave quick on both of them.
All right, I'm gonna stop the record and the live feed. We've been on here 3 hours straight.
Right, folks, after nearly 3 hours of intense back-to-back courtroom drama, the record halts, the tension still thick in the air. Judge Middleton gears up to address Dave, setting the stage for the final 2 cases of the day. Time is running out, the pressure is mounting, and Miss Conway's fate still hangs in limbo. This isn't just another criminal case. It's a raw, real story about a woman on the edge, caught between survival and surrender. Her legal future remains uncertain, and the human cost grows heavier by the minute. Stay tuned. This fight is far from over.